What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're once again back with another super realistic rebuild. Today we're doing the New York Knicks. Lately you guys have been enjoying these and I've been enjoying them myself. Like I mentioned, it is one of the best things that I've ever done on YouTube. I think this series has been a success so far. You guys are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. So real quick question, if you guys could go ahead and drop that like button, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Only takes 2 seconds of your time and helps this channel out tremendously, so I appreciate you guys for that. Other than that, we got the New York Knicks to rebuild. Let's talk about it. So one thing we're not used to saying is that the Knicks are actually good. Last year we kind of became accustomed to it, but we weren't sure if it was a fluke or not, and this season so far they're 6-3 and look like a pretty good team. So I'm excited for Knicks fans that they finally have something to cheer for in Madison Square Garden. I feel like it's good for the league whenever the Knicks are good. So obviously Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier have been huge additions to this team, and this team should definitely be competing in the East. Now, will they win a championship this year? That's a totally different story. I'm not sure, but regardless, this team is fun to watch. And one thing I did notice is that 2K actually did a roster update for the first time yesterday, so the ratings are a little bit different. I noticed OG Anunoby's gone up, and overall I think Miles Bridges did. I think they took Damian Lillard all the way down to 90. I thought maybe they didn't. I guess he's a 92 in my NBA. I don't know if that's just different, but yeah. And then one other player I kind of wanted to look at was Miles Bridges, just 83 overall now. So that's cool that they did a roster update. I'm not sure who was affected on the Knicks, but regardless, this first season, of course, like usual, we're not going to do anything. We're going to sit back, watch, and see what happens, what 2K thinks of this Knicks team. So hopefully the injuries don't kill us too much this season. We're going to go ahead and simulate. I wish Derrick Rose was actually getting more minutes than 20. That's a little low, I would say. So I'm going to go ahead and give Derrick Rose a little bit more minutes than that if we could. So let's take maybe one more minute, and then let's say like 28. All right, let's go ahead, some of this first season, let's see what happens. Additionally, today's video is sponsored by Prize Picks, which is a DFS player props app that's matching up to a $100 deposit when you use my code Crushables. Let me show you. Prize Picks is a DFS app where you're literally facing no one other than the numbers. You're just facing the projections. Let me show you some of my past entries. So on this one, I decided to do a power play where I decided to bet the over on Rudy Gobert and Harrison Barnes. The power play was able to 3 times my money, and Rudy Gobert and Harrison Barnes were both able to hit, which mounted me to $150. On this one, I did a flex play with LaMelo, Fred VanVleet, Joe Harrison, Gordon Hayward. Unfortunately, Joe Harris was only like 3 points off. If he literally hit one of his threes, I would have walked away with $100. So unfortunate, but that's just what happens. But I didn't walk away with nothing, as I was still able to win $32 after only betting 21. So I didn't walk away with nothing. So you can decide whether or not you want to do flex plays or power plays. Feel free to use my link in the description. Of course, you can always ask me on Twitter if you have any questions, and use my code Crushables when you sign up. So season number 1 comes to an end. Luka Doncic is your MVP. Evan Mobley, Rookie of the Year. Andre Drummond, 6th man. Giannis, Defensive Player. And Wendell Carter is your most improved. We were the 8th seed in the East. So the Knicks right now, I think in real life, as it is right now, as I'm recording this, they're the 6th seed. So I guess it's possible that they could slip all the way to number 8. The Wizards have been pretty good this season thus far. Chicago has. But yeah, we slipped in the standings pretty far, because we were the 1st seed at one point. Evan Fournier is hurt right now with the 4 to 6 week ankle sprain, so that's not good. RJ Barrett averaged 18 points per game. Kemba Walker with 17, and then Derrick Rose with 15. So I mean, we're just gonna kind of have to see how it goes. If we look at our rotation right now with Evan Fournier out of it, looks like we're starting Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker together. Not really sure how I feel about that. RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, though. Obi Toppin has actually been a pretty good impact for the Knicks off the bench at times. So yeah, overall this team is definitely very, very built correctly, but I think there's more we can do. So let's go ahead and submit this play game against the Washington Wizards and see if we can get into the playoffs. So we are, I think we're the 7th seed. We are the 7th seed. So it looks like we ended up beating the Wizards. So that automatically advanced us all the way to the 7th seed to play the Philadelphia 76ers. So Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Embiid, Drummond, Tyrese Maxey. So can we beat this team? Probably not, but hey, you never know. Is Evan Fournier back? I don't think he is. So oh yeah, he is, it looks like, actually. Where is he? No, he's all the way down here, isn't he? Yeah, he's not back. So never mind. He's not back. He's still out. So we didn't even have him in the play-in game, and we still won. So that's good. But I imagine, we probably won't beat Philly. But hey, you never know. And Derrick Rose broke his left leg. That is not good at all. Like, actually not good at all. Wow. Broken left leg. That is terrible. I imagine that'll keep him out for next season as well. So we'll have to definitely kind of keep an eye on that. Philadelphia 76ers go on to win the whole thing as well. So good for them. But let's go to the draft lottery and get started this offseason. So the draft lottery comes, and we are projected the Mavericks pick here, I think. Oh no, this would be the Charlotte Hornets from that draft day trade, I think. So I think this pick is protected though, if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong, as yeah, the Hornets keep it. That's what I thought. I was about to say I thought that pick was protected, so we only have the 16th pick in the draft, but we can work with that. We can make something happen. Staff signing, of course we'll fill this out like usual, and then we'll go to the draft and draft someone at number 16. And honestly, I do want to make some kind of trade this offseason as well, just because I think we can make this Knicks team better. You know, our ceiling was kind of, they don't even show Derrick Rose injured anymore, so I guess his broken left leg's already healed, I guess. Do they have Evan Fournier still injured? No. Okay, maybe the injury just automatically turn off, I guess. I don't know what the hell is going on, but Derrick Rose is magically fine now, so that's good, I guess. But let's go ahead, fill out the staff, and then let's draft somebody and possibly make a trade on draft night. So as far as the draft day trade is concerned, I didn't really see anything that made too much sense this offseason, so we'll probably wait on that, and we'll go ahead and just roll with what we got for now. But if we go ahead and simulate to the next user pick in the second round, we can go ahead and grab somebody else. But we took Jaden Ivey with our first pick, and then we'll go ahead and take probably another wing here, and I don't know how to say his name, but hey, welcome to the team. So Jaden Ivey at number 16, I believe, was probably a steal at 76 overall coming in. So eventually that kind of makes RJ Barrett expendable if we want to use him in like a big trade. Ideally, I'm kind of thinking out loud about like maybe a possible Damian Lillard trade later on, or Bradley Beal, or whatever it may be, something that would just honestly obviously like knock the roof off for this team going forward. So or even free agency, but we have no money, so that would be great. James Harden getting, you know, coming to New York would be awesome, but it's not gonna happen. Bradley Beal's a free agent, maybe even him in the future. We don't have the money to do anything like that though. So if we take a look at what we look like for now, Derrick Rose, Kemba Walker, obviously both kind of up there in age, but we love both of them. Evan Fournier, Emmanuel Quickley, Jaden Ivey now, and of course another wing player and another wing player down here. And we have RJ Barrett, Alec Burks, Julius Randle, Obi Toppin, and then Nerlens as well. So the only free agent it looks like we really have, I did not mean to click staff retirements, damn it, that always like simulates the whole free agency, bro. I don't know why that's a glitch, but I do want to re-sign Mitchell Robinson. I think wants 15 million. I don't think that's too crazy, but at the same time you can almost get, we're almost paying Nerlens as well that much money, so it's almost like, do we really pay Mitchell Robinson that much money? I don't know. I'm not sure how much I feel about that, but at the same time, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to pay Mitchell Robinson. I want to see him walk for nothing. I'll give him like a, let's say a 3-year deal, I guess, just kind of keep him around. I'm sure, nah, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So we'll have him come in. And I think other than that, I think we're chilling. I think we're going to go ahead and run it back again, because I do like this Knicks roster. I really do. And as far as like a trade right now, like I said, I was kind of thinking like big trades. And I was kind of looking, and the Nuggets were like selling, so I thought maybe bringing in Michael Porter Jr. would have been cool. But at the same time, he's been pretty disappointing for the Nuggets thus far this season. And then, of course, Damian Lillard has just been, I don't know what's going on with that guy, but man, he's not untouchable. So, you know, we could try to pull off a Damian Lillard trade right now if we wanted to. We really could. We could try it. I'm not sure how much, you know, they'd be willing to give him away, though. I'll throw something together and see if they would accept it, though, real quick. Let's see if I can maybe get Dame here to New York. That would be awesome. So yeah, I offered pretty much almost everything, and the Blazers are still saying no. I mean, this is a pretty good, significant package for Damian Lillard. So yeah, they're still saying no, though. They don't, you know, they don't want to do this trade. I even threw RJ Barrett in here, and I mean, quickly Obi Toppin. They still say, nah, I'm good. We're not giving up Damian Lillard, which is fair. So no Damian Lillard for us. That's fine. We tried, but it's not going to happen. So we'll just move on to next season and wait for something else to open up. I really hate this glitch. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, where staff retirements is like open for some reason, and if you click it, it like simulates the whole offseason. I'm not really sure why that is. But Kemba Walker going down in overall, Derrick Rose going down in overall, Evan Fournier going down in overall. So basically, this team is pretty up there in age. So we definitely want to make this team better. At the trade deadline, don't be surprised if we get a little crazy. Kemba Walker's on a 1-year deal. We got other players that, you know, RJ Barrett's going to get paid this offseason if we decide to keep him around. So there's some moves that could be made at the trade deadline to make this team better, which is probably where I'm going to target something to happen, just because, like I said, Damian Lillard would have been awesome to get here. It's not going to happen, though, right now. Totally possible, though, we can make something happen maybe at the trade deadline. But if we look at our rotation right now as it stands, fully healthy rotation, they want to start Jaden Ivey over Evan Fournier, which I'm not totally opposed to, which is fine, I guess. As far as our proficiency is concerned, though, we're a 3.5 defensive system, and it looks like we're, yeah, that's pretty much, we can't go up higher, so I'll go ahead and leave it at defense. We'll assimilate to the end of the season, maybe stop at the trade deadline and make some kind of significant move, because we do have free agents impending, and maybe trading those guys for like someone who will definitely help this team going forward could be the right move. So just like that, we waited until the trade deadline, and we were able to make it happen. The Portland Trail Blazers have agreed to trade me Damian Lillard. The reason why is because they were selling and they were ready to give it up. So Trailblazers, go take a look. Just like I said, they were selling. Of course, you kind of see who I traded away real quick. But if we take a look, there was one player I hated trading away just because I know he's such a big part of New York, and that was Derrick Rose, just because obviously. But the only way I could get this to work was his contract. It was like the only way. So I would have preferred to have put Kimba in this trade instead, but unfortunately, like I said, Derrick Rose was the only way I could make this work. So we got Damian Lillard and Trendon Warford. I gave them RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Derrick Rose, a 2023 first round pick, 2025, and a 2027. So just like that, the Blazers cash in on some young players while we get Damian Lillard to come in and help New York immediately. So just like that, with Damian Lillard coming in, that kind of makes it awkward with Kemba Walker, of course. I guess Kemba Walker, I don't really know how he'd feel about being a six-man, to be honest, but regardless, he's going to kind of have to be. So now our starting five is Damian Lillard, Evan Fournier, Alec Burks, Julius Randle, Nerlens Noel, Kemba Walker, Obi Toppin, Amanda Quickly, and Jaden Ivey. So, of course, like I said, kind of makes things weird. Our starting small forward is Alec Burks right now. Of course, we'd love to upgrade that, but for now, we made the trade deadline trade to get Damian Lillard. That's what we wanted to do. We are able to do that, and it's a rumor that could happen. I'm a Blazers fan, and I realize Damian Lillard has, it's been weird. It's been very, very hard. We don't know whether or not he'll eventually be traded or not. This season has started off very rocky. He hasn't started off the season very hot, of course, so I don't know, man. But regardless, who knows what the future holds. Damian Lillard very well could be traded in the future. Evan Fournier, Alec Burks, Julius Randle, Nerlens Noel. As much I don't want him to be traded, of course, as a Blazers fan, but sending him to New York in this rebuild isn't going to hurt my feelings because this is 2K. So let's go ahead, sell it to the end of this season now that we have Damian Lillard. We're the 4th seed right now. Obviously, the team could be better, but you know what? We'll roll with it for now. And then, of course, in the offseason, we can rebuild around Damian Lillard and Julius Randle. And then Kemba Walker, we could probably execute some kind of sign and trade with in the offseason because he'll probably want like a full-time role somewhere else. Let's go ahead, though, sell it to the end of the season. Let's see how things go. So unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse. I'm not sure what happened there, but we went from 4th to 11th. I'm sure it was kind of our starting five wasn't all that great anymore because, of course, yeah, Damian Lillard, Julius Randle, and then the small forward spot kind of fell off. Our center was Nerlens Noel, which isn't bad, but they didn't like it. They just didn't like it, but it's fine. We could still make those upgrades in the offseason, and we can figure this out. So only 11 seed for us. I think we traded this pick, right? This is going to go to the Blazers, right? Yes, it is. Yes. So they get our pick because we just made that trade, obviously. So they have 11 and 12. So we don't have a first round pick because we got Damian Lillard. So that's fine. We got this whole offseason to figure out what the hell we're going to do now. So staff signing, Tom Thibodeau will keep around, of course. Perimeter D coach will go ahead and sign someone real quick. And then a big man coach will go ahead and probably try to sign real quick as well, as we have someone here that hopefully both of them come in. And I guess last but not least, a post D coach wouldn't be too bad to have. And we'll go with Mr. Sean Rollins here. Okay. Sign him up and boom, just like that, we have a full staff. Let's go to draft now. So on draft night, I don't really think we can do anything here. I don't believe we have a draft pick or anything. Actually, we had 17-22, so never mind. We got 2 picks. I wasn't even aware of that. So from the Mavericks and the Hornets, that's actually really clutch. So Damian Lillard, Julius Randle, Kemba Walker, of course. Evan Fournier is under contract for $18 million. We could go ahead and cash in on him right now. He's got an expiring contract next season because of his non-guaranteed deal. So we could go for somebody different at the shooting guard spot if we wanted to. Don't get me wrong. I like Evan Fournier and all, but if we can get a higher overall here, I definitely wouldn't mind doing that with all these picks that we have just to kind of make another significant move. Because at this point, we have Dame, who's 33, Julius Randle, who's 28. We're not trying to waste any more time. We're trying to win a championship, bring one home to New York. We'll extend this same offers to the Toronto Raptors, who were not in the playoffs last year, just like us. 17-22 Evan Fournier for OG Anunoby. And hey, they accepted it. So OG Anunoby has come in this season absolutely on fire. So I love the addition of OG Anunoby here to Toronto, or not to Toronto, to New York. So just like that, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Damian Lillard. I feel good about that. Obviously, I think OG Anunoby was worth both those first-round picks compared to Mikal Bridges, so I'm happy with that. And, of course, we still have these seconds that we can cash in on. Well, this first one anyway. Those other 2 guys are pretty much useless. So, Nerlens Noel, since we don't have a lot of depth, I'm going to go ahead and accept both those team options. That way we can trade them or whatever we want to do with them, kind of have that option out there. So, just like that, LeBron James is a free agent. Obviously, would be great to have him come to New York, but he's not going to come here. So, Kevin Knox is a free agent. So let's go ahead and take a look at our team now. So just like that, we have Damian Lillard. We have Emmanuel Quickly and Jaden Ivey, which we have managed to keep, which is cool. So Emmanuel Quickly I do like, but I'm not sure if I like him as a starter. OG Anunoby, Alec Burks I'm cool with. Probably will trade Alec Burks though, because that $10 million could come in handy. Julius Randle, Obi Toppin, I'm content with keeping Obi Toppin as the backup and as well. Would definitely like a better starting center, to be honest with you. So we're probably going to be trying to make like some Chicago Bulls type moves where we just make like an incredible team in the offseason. Obviously, the big addition of Vucevic, just like the big addition of Damian Lillard, we traded for OG Anunoby, like the Bulls trade for DeMar DeRozan. So now I'm looking for my Lonzo Ball edition, I guess you could say. So I don't really know where I'm going to go with this. I mean, I'm looking at the shooting guard spot, I'm looking at the center spot, and we need to upgrade one of those positions. So as far as free agency is concerned, we have like Will Barton we could sign as a, I know Will Barton and Damian Lillard are pretty good friends, but I'm not sure that moves the needle for us. And there's Derek Favors, Mark's Cousins, and his Cantor. Yeah, there's nothing too crazy in free agency that's going to help us all that much. I mean, we could sign Will Barton, but we have depth at shooting guard spot, so that's not going to be necessary. So I think our last acquisition, our new acquisitions are going to have to come via trade. So we were able to actually call up the Portland Trailblazers, who of course are rebuilding now, and get Norman Powell as well to come join us here in New York. So just like that, now we kind of have Damian Lillard, we have Norman Powell, Jaden Ivey, and Emmanuel Quickly. We have OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, Obi Toppin, and Nerlens Noel is still our starting center, which is probably just going to have to be how it is. So we're going to move Jaden Ivey to the small forward. We'll have Jaden Ivey as a small forward, Damian Lillard, Norman Powell, Emmanuel Quickly, OG Anunoby, Jaden Ivey, Julius Randle, Obi Toppin, and then Nerlens Noel. So only the thing we really need to do now is sign like a backup point guard, Cameron Payne, Tyus Jones, or even a backup big man, which probably backup center would be a little bit better to have more than it would be a backup point guard because we have Dame there. So I guess we could go ahead and sign like Derek Favors to be our backup center, I guess, just something like that. I forgot about Derek or Kemba Walker as well. Do I have his bird rights? Because that would have been... Actually, hold on. Before we go any further, can I re-sign Kemba Walker? I don't think I can, it looks like. No, we don't have his bird rights, so I'm not sure maybe why that is. Okay, let me go see. Can I sign him? No, I can't. Okay, interesting. Oh, because he was only on like a 2-year deal. I think that's why it is. Or when they traded for him, he was only on like a... Yeah, so we can't get... I thought we could execute some sign and trade with Kimba, but it doesn't look like it. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to deal with it. So let's go back to the centers we were going for. Derek Favors, come back. All right, thank you. Boom. Just like that. Now we kind of have our new rotation. So that is basically how it's going to be now. So just like that, the additions of OG Anunoby, Norman Powell, I feel pretty good about them. I really do. I think it's going to go a long way. Norman Powell going down 1 and overall is a little unfortunate, but I think it helps this team out a lot, and I think we have a pretty nice team here in New York that can compete for a championship now, because Damian Lillard, Julius Randle, of course, now OG Anunoby, Norman Powell, Nerlens Noel still the starting center. I don't think it's going to hurt us too much though, so I'm not too worried about it, but I feel pretty good. Feel really good going into this season. We're power ranking number 22, so that's actually not good. I don't know why we're so damn low. That sucks actually, but looking at proficiency wise, 3-star at defense, we're gonna have to definitely move this because we're no longer really a system that should be running defense. So hopefully the power ranking is wrong and we're better than what 2K is saying, but I feel pretty good about what we were able to throw together, so hopefully we get some good to come out of it. So this season we finish up as a top 4 seed out east. All NBA first team, all NBA second team. Looks like Anthony Davis is hurt. All NBA third team, Damian Lillard makes an all NBA third team, averaging 28 points per game here in New York. So awesome stuff. Lonzo Ball's hurt as well, so that definitely sucks for Chicago. But here we are going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. If we go ahead and look at the player stats, we had 28. And Julius Randle being out is not helpful. Jaden Ivey with 14 points, Norman Powell with 13, Emmanuel Quickly with 13, and OG Anunoby with 13. So I feel good. I really do. I think we're going into this. It sucks Julius Randle's not going to be here to start things off, though. That's actually really unfortunate. Obi Toppin's the starter right now, so hopefully we're able to hold it down without him. We are going up against Philadelphia, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. So yeah, I mean, it could be scary here. Let's see what happens. We lose game 1. No Julius Randle, obviously. That's going to hurt us. And he's still hurt, it looks like. That's actually, he's ready. I think he's ready to come back. So that's good. So now we have Julius Randle joining us again. That should help out a lot. So, all right, here we go. Game 2. We even it up. So just like that with Julius Randle back, we're better. 2-1. 3-1, and we beat them in 5, right? Let's go, baby. So we're on to the second round. Beat the Philadelphia 76ers. As soon as Julius Randle came back in, things just turned around. We love to see it. All right, now we get to play the Atlanta Hawks. So the Atlanta Hawks actually upset, or not upset, well, I don't know if you'd call it an upset, but it was a 4 versus 5 seed, if I remember correctly. Obviously, the Hawks were able to beat New York that last year, but hopefully this year we can take advantage. They got Dylan Brooks. I do like that addition. Collins, Clint Capella, Hunter. So, I mean, this is a good Atlanta team. They're the first seed for a reason, so I can see this going either way. Game 1, they're up 1-0. Not a good start. 22-12 from Damian Lillard. At least we're healthy, so hopefully that goes our way. We even it up. Can we win game 3? No, we cannot. Can we even it up, though? No, we cannot. All right, so we're down 3-1. Not good at all. Can we come back from this 3-1 deficit and maybe push Atlanta to, I don't know. Let's see. Come on. Come on, baby. We can push Atlanta to some more games. We don't have to, we don't have to leave right now. We're still a good team that could push Atlanta. And, okay, we're coming back at the end. Very close game. 110 and 115 though, not gonna get it done. 113 and 116, 29, 6 and 11. So I'm actually very short on time today, but I'm gonna run it back one more time. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Fallon's MVP, but we're gonna run this back one more time with the same roster. I think we have some young players on this roster who are gonna develop a little bit, and that's gonna help us out. OG Anunoby, I might boost his shot tendency up a little bit too. Not really sure what 2K has it at. It's a 56. Like, if you're gonna update the man's freaking overall, like, update his shot tendency too, 2K. It's just dumb. Makes no sense. I'm gonna move that up to like an 85. So we'll run it back this next season, same roster, and hopefully this time we take advantage of things. So in this last season, we finished up as the second seed out east. So, I mean, this is our chance. This is our window right here to win this thing. So, Obi Toppin being injured doesn't help things. Obviously, the bench gets a little bit more thin. But with that being said, we can actually push this to an 8-man rotation. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Tom Thibodeau to come back, so that's really annoying. But, hey, it is what it is. So, Kim Birch also was an addition to this team. Jaden Ivey being at 84 overall probably helped out things tremendously. But let's go ahead, man. Toronto Raptors, here we go. This is our chance, like I said, to win the championship. They have a pretty young team with Robert Dillingham, Gary Trent, Scotty Barnes, Siakam, Jalen Durant, and Klay Thompson, I guess. Randomly, Klay Thompson's in Toronto. Let's see what happens. 7-8 current round against Toronto, and we are going to beat them in 5. So that's a good start of things. We also don't have Atlanta to worry about, the team that eliminated us last year. And then now we have the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Cleveland, Garland, Booker. Wow, okay. Vassell, Mobley, Jerry. I honestly think we're probably going to lose here. This is a really good team we're going up against. Devin Booker, Garland, Mobley, Jarrett Allen. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Somebody current round, and we beat them in 5. So never mind. Okay, I was like, damn. I was about to say, like, I'm pretty sure we're about to lose this, but... And another good team. Cole Anthony, Suggs, Franz Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, Wendell Carter, JD Davison, Mo Bamba. I mean, that's a really good bench as well. I mean, they have a very young team that's probably going to play to their advantage. Game 1, we're up 1-0 though. 32 points from Cole Anthony. Not enough. 21, 8, and 10. How are our injuries doing so far? So it looks like Obi Toppin got probably inserted in the rotation. We're up 2-0. All right. 3-0. And okay, I guess 3-1. And we beat them 5. Let's go. So just like that, now we get to play the Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray, Shaedon Sharpe, Porter, Aaron Gordon, Jokic, Jabari Smith. So in current round, and we're going to go ahead and beat them in 6. I meant to stop for the championship celebration, but I went too fast. So just like that, we were able to bring a championship to New York to end things off. 36 points per game for Damian Lillard. He got a ring. Unfortunately, it wasn't in Portland, but hey, he got a ring. And Julius Randle looks like he got hurt towards the end of that. So we still won it all. I'm kind of curious to see when he got hurt, actually. Did he get hurt in the finals or what? Let's see. Did we have him? No. We didn't even have him for the Magic, so he must have been out for a while. We must not have had him at all in this series. If we go look at things, let's go. Game 1. Did he play? No, we didn't have Julius Randle at all. So Damian Lillard just single-handedly, actually, real quickly as well, I kind of want to check something out. I'm not sure if I looked at this. 28, 21. Yeah, OG was averaging 17. Okay. So OG Anunoby probably stepped up big time with Julius Randle being out. But hey, we still won it all. Damian Lillard is single-handedly able to carry this New York team to a championship. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I definitely had fun making it. But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.